Welcome to this V-Studio Mat Pilates class. We're going to be working on our glutes and our core strength today. Go ahead and take a seat on your mat. We're going to come into an all-fours position, and we're going to begin with our push-ups here. So single leg extended out, and we're going into a deep dive forward, alternating sides, and push down and up. Continue there. That's your last one. Knees together. Take one little release of the spine and coming back to your starting position. Now we're going to extend our knee out to the side, rotate it in and lower it down. Out to the side, rotate and lower down. And that's your last one. Let's come into the other side, rotating it out, down, and back to center. Out to the side, down, and back to center. Okay, let's face front now, extending one leg out to the side, reaching your arms out to the side, and then we're going to stretch our side body and lift. Alternate side and lift. Just getting our bodies warm here with this waving motion. The other side, reaching the arms out, reaching to one side, up to center, and to the other side, and up to center. Our knees here, and we're just going to twist through our spine, so reaching those arms up and twisting to one side, opening that chest up, and reaching those arms up and twisting to the other side. Good, continue like that. Rotate onto our back. We're going to extend those legs up, and then we're going to come into a bicycle crunch, alternating sides, extend and bicycle. Last few here, and then we'll go ahead and roll up to seated position and hold in our boat pose, extending those arms out in front of you, and start to pulse down, down, down. Using your breath here, breathing out, 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 out. job. Let's bring it back to that knee, extending the other leg out to the side. We're going to reach one arm up overhead and then tap knee to elbow, extend. Really lengthen and contract. And bring it down to our side, supporting our side body here, and we're going to lift up into a clamshell, lower the knee, and then lower the hips. Lift up, open, lower, and lower. Same two moves on the other side. So extend that leg out, knee to elbow, and extend. Crunch knee to elbow and extend. Down to that forearm, supporting our side body, and we're going to come into our clamshell with the glute raise and lower. And coming back to our all fours position, we're going to do rainbows here. So tapping and extending one leg out behind you and then to the side, up and over, making a big rainbow here, and up and over to the side. The same thing coming down to our forearms, and this time with a bent knee. So lifting up, crossing over, big rainbow, and tapping out to the side, maintaining that strength in the core. Puppy pose to stretch here, And then we'll come into the other side with those same 2 moves. And coming up to our knees, extending one leg out behind you, and then coming into your rainbows, up and over, up and out to the side, up and over, up and out to the side. Let's bring it down to our forearms, doing that rainbow with a bent knee now. This one is great because you really have to focus on keeping your core solid as you bring that knee out and tap it on the side. And then we'll come down and just take it into a little stretch. Let's bring it up to standing in a nice wide squat position. And we're going to come down into that squat. And right here, just up and down, right in that squatting position. So you don't want to move all the way up to straight legs. You're just going to do a few nice little bends here and then reach down to the toes. Squat, 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 and reach, stretching the back of your legs. Again, squat, 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 and reaching down. Good job. Arms are nice and long, back is nice and straight. Remember, when you're squatting, you don't want to lean that chest all the way forward. You want to keep it nice and straight. All right, coming up, we're going to come into a little side step, side step. So step together, step open. We're staying low here in that squat position. Last one. Good, and let's come down to our knee here, extending one leg out to the side, stacking your upper body, so shoulder stacked over the elbow, over the wrist, and we're going to lift and then crunch. So lift and then crunch, really curling in that waistline. Lift and crunch. Last one, and let's flip it over to the other side. Again, stacking the upper body first, and then we're going to lift that leg and then crunch the upper body and the lower body in. job. All right, we're going to bring it up to a nice wide plie in second position. So toes are turned out, knees stacking over the ankles, and we're going to reach our arm down behind our leg, hand to the head, and then in front of our leg. So I want you to feel the difference. We're never coming directly to the side. We're either coming in the back and squeezing out a diagonal back, or in the front, squeezing out a diagonal forward. The reason for this is we don't want to build up muscles on the outside of our waistline. So by always going on those diagonals, we're strengthening and toning the V of the back and the V in the front without adding any bulk to the sides of our body. Alright, bringing it back down to our mat, let's roll around into a downward dog position. So pressing those hips up to the sky, pressing those heels down, single leg dog, and then we're going to drive our knee through. Other leg, single leg dog, and then drive that knee to the chest. Now when you bring that knee in, I really want you to think of this as a crunch type motion. So even pulling slightly up and in on your lower back. Scooping up and in. Good, each time. Let's bring it down to a forearm plank this time. So placing your forearms on the mat, extending your legs out behind you. And we're going to rock our hips side, up and over, side, and then a nice little dolphin stretch. Repeat that. Side tap, up and over, side tap, and then bring it up into a dolphin stretch. It around, bring it onto your back. We're going to extend those knees out to the side. Part of this workout is going back and forth between these different poses, so moving your body and getting into that perfect position each time. Knees are in a butterfly here, soles of the feet together, and you're reaching your hands up and over your head and then pressing through your legs. Really focusing on the lower abdominals here. If you need to put one hand behind your head, that's perfectly fine, whatever feels most comfortable for you here. Scoop those knees up, belly button down to the spine, and we are going to lift our heels, lift our glutes, open our knees, and close our knees. So a nice little pulse here with the knees opening and closing as the hips are dipping and lifting in that bridge. Really focusing on those glutes. We're going to flip it around now, come into a balancing pose that again focuses on the glutes and also the shoulders and core. We're going to alternate sides with our bird dog. So it's opposite hand and foot, really reaching, really extending. You can bring that leg up above 90 degrees today if you can. work on the outer side of the glute, the gluteus medius. We're going to tap that leg out to the side. One forearm is down and one palm is down. I'll move back a little bit so you guys can see me here. And then we're going to lift that leg up, bend the knee, extend and lower. Lift, little curl of the hamstring, extend and lower. Bringing it right around to the other side here. Tap, lift, hamstring curl, extend, and lower. To our side here on our forearm, we're going to come into a set of clamshells. So lifting, extending, opening, and closing. Open that knee, extend the leg, bring it together, and close. Right around to the other side here, same move, clamshell opening, extend that leg out, and then close it in. Good, you guys, let's flip it around to our back. We're going to take a full range Pilates style rolling sit up. So arms are going to come back behind us, feet are grounded and planted in the mat, a little wider than your shoulders, sitting all the way up and then rolling vertebrae by vertebrae back down. Extend those legs up to the sky and then come into our bicycle crunches. So one knee to one elbow, extend the legs up, opposite knee to elbow. Alright, I love this next move. It's similar, but it triggers a little bit more of the obliques here. So again with that bicycle crunch, but this time we're lying on our side and we're crunching in and out. Just tickling some baby toes there before I come into the other side. And same thing, those bicycle crunches on your side. Okay, our next move is another one for this side. It's a really great two-part movement. So we're going to extend up into a nice big stretch, scooping through our side body. One leg is grounded behind us, the other leg stretched out in front. Reach back and then reach that toe to the hand. So you're hitting your inner thigh and you're stretching through the side body as well as strengthening your lower obliques. And then we'll go ahead and finish this one with a nice little stretch of the body, twisting through the upper body, and then we'll come to the other side. Again, extending that arm up and back as you reach and stretch, and then tapping your toe. Okay, next little donkey kick variation, we're going to curl in, knee to chest, and then kick that leg up behind us, alternating sides here. So it's not about really burning the muscle, it's about perfect form, crunching your abs in, and then extending that leg up behind you to build strength and tone. Okay, and rolling back around to our side here, we're going to extend that leg up, straight leg, top leg extended to the front, and diagonal back, lift it up and over. So those rainbows we did in the kneeling position, we're kind of mimicking that same motion here, big rainbow movement, up and over. Okay, from there, let's come straight up to our knees. Forearms are down, and we're going to extend one knee up and pulse. 3 pulses and lower. Alternating sides, 3 pulses and lower. We'll come around and repeat that move on the other side. So again, extending the straight leg up in a rainbow position, tapping in front and then tapping on a diagonal back. Okay, guys, as this workout is almost coming to a close here, I want you to finish feeling powerful and also really ready for a peaceful, wonderful day. So extending one leg up behind you, let's come into a nice long pigeon stretch. Knees coming up near the fingertips of your hand. And then we're going to extend our body forward if that's comfortable for you today. We'll take this stretch on both sides and then you can join me in a cross-leg position. So just take your time here, pause it if you need a little bit more. If you're ready, you can join me here in that cross-leg position, really reaching up long with one arm and waving through the body side to side, feeling that tranquility, but also feeling that strength. So that's what this is all about today, focusing on our core and our glutes, but also really feeling the stretch, the lengthening, and moving our body in a more gentle way today. Okay, we're going to come around into a saddle stretch. I always feel kind of awkward getting into this position, but go ahead and just lower yourself back with your knees bent. You could do one leg at a time if that's more comfortable for you, and please only go as far down as where you feel a nice stretch on the front of your legs. So if it's not as far as I'm leaning back today, that's totally fine. You can prop yourself up on your elbows. You could use a pillow behind you. Really make this pose your own today. I don't want you to feel like you're straining through your quadricep muscles, but I do want you to get a nice stretch on them. So go ahead and hold it as long as you want, and then we'll counter that stretch with a wide leg child pose. Reaching that chest down to the floor and extending those arms out in front of us. You can bring your forehead down to your mat. If that's not comfortable for you, just pull your head to the side, or again, use a pillow or a blanket or even a towel. Just rolling my spine out a little bit in some circles here. Really feeling that nice core strength that we worked on today, and noticing how I have mobility, but I also feel like I can really control the movement. I love that feeling. Staying seated in this easy position, we're just going to gently stretch our neck and shoulders side to side and then down in the front by cradling your head. And again, countering that stretch by extending back, really feeling the neck stretching out. Great to do if you're working on a computer or a phone during the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this workout, and I will see you next time. Please enjoy your day, and don't forget to have gratitude for your body after that amazing practice.